If you lose your wealth today, you can easily recover it if you have a good physical and mental health. But the loss of the health is the greatest one. You might not recover it. Let us understand more about health and alternative therapies with a holistic healer. Stay tuned. Engineering degree with an international MBA degree as well. This lady learned from her struggles and her failures, and now she is a successfully international holistic healer. Please welcome Dr. Vishnupriya Aristo.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you so
welcome,
much,
ma'am.
Akhil. Thank you, Akhil. It's a pleasure to be on your show today.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. So, actually, I'm very excited today because the field you are practicing. Actually, I am also certified acupressure therapist, so I can relate it very well and can understand the concepts very well. So, without any further delay, I think we should start with the questions.
Yes, please, let's get started.
Sure, sure. So, my first question would be there are many different types of alternative therapies. I have also seen and observed many types of therapies, and they are also very effective in the very chronic as well as acute illnesses. So, according to you, what are the major type of alternative therapies and how they work scientifically? Like many people think that okay, this is just exercise or just massage or anything, but actually it works scientifically and it treats like major diseases as well, which treatments are not available in allopathy also. So, what are these therapies and they work scientifically?
Sure, that's an amazing question because these days there are so many different kinds of alternative therapies that is coming up. So in my case, this was my own personal journey, how I discovered the holistic healing. So I personally had certain health issues, and I was also going through a major kind of breakdown in my life. I started my own business, which did not go well, and it kind of flopped up, and I had a lot of debt. So at that time, I was going through anxiety, depression kind of a zone, emotionally totally down. Also, I had certain back pain, knee pain, kind of intense pain that was also showing up in my body. So that's when I started searching for a solution by myself. So I started searching something on YouTube, and Dr. Joe Dispenza showed up. Initially, I got introduced to hypnotherapy. That's where my journey began. I learned about Reiki healing, and then I went into past life regression. So that was my first experience knowing about past life, that past life even exists and it can be used to release these patterns. So in my life, when I had that huge downfall, it was due to certain things that has happened, and I had to understand what's the truth behind it in order to overcome that pattern. So all of these different, and then I learned theta healing and access consciousness, soul plan reading. There was so many different types of holistic healing modalities, and each of this kind of it made me feel as if each of these are a key that I can use to open up the closed doors, and it just opened up new opportunities and new possibilities in my life. So so to answer your question with regards to, it's not just a relaxation, holistic healing is not just a
Correct.
relaxation. It transforms your life 360-degree. Your relationships change, your health improves, your finance, your career, everything shifts and changes. That's what has happened in my life. So if you scan a human body, like in a microscope, if you look at it, it's just energy, right? So that's what even the science is telling us these days. So it's just, we are all just like a mass of energy bubble. And it is our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings, and what we speak, all of this, even the sound, it is measured in frequency because, there is an electrical impulse that's going. So you're able to listen to me only because that energy is getting radiated as I speak. So we are just a bubble of energy. And what happens over time is especially my negative emotions are really heavy energies, dark energies. It gets accumulated over time. It just gets stored in different parts of the body, and then it creates pain. It creates, all sorts of health issues. So when we are doing holistic healing, it is energy healing where we are actually doing like an energy psychic surgery, like a surgery in your body. We are pulling out the negative energy that is stocked up and we are filling it up with positive energy. And in my case, in my kind of treatment, we also do counseling where we shift and change your thought process, your emotions. Because if you're feeling angry every single day, for example, maybe you come to me and I can do energy healing. I can pull out that anger from your body. I can fill it up with positive energy. But then what happens? You go back into the world, you continue feeling negative energy, you continue feeling anger, and then you come back to me after a month. That's not what we want to do. With regards to holistic healing, we would like to empower the clients. So what I have done is I'm combining energy healing along with counseling. So you can let me know what is triggering anger in you, what is triggering fear, what has happened in your life in the past, where are these negative emotions, and we will help you shift and change your perspective. So after the treatment, when you go out into the world, even if somebody says something bad or wrong, you will see that, oh, I'm not being triggered, I'm not angry any longer. So it's a permanent transformation, and it is empowering the people to know that they can shift and change their life, whether it's health, relationship, career, finance, all areas of life. Holistic healing can help do that.
As well. That is, many people have little symptoms in their body, like basic knee pain, or maybe it's a headache, or maybe little digestion problems, which is occurring might be frequently or occasionally, maybe. So, what are some of the symptoms that one should immediately recognize and consider it seriously, and immediately like consult to a holistic healer or any of the doctors, which is which is relevant for these type of therapies? So, what are these symptoms?
Any kind of physical symptoms is coming in only because of some kind of negative energy accumulation in the body. And as I said, these negative energy accumulations are coming in major due to the negative emotions that we are feeling. So if you think about, let's say, yesterday, just a simple question. So how many, what percent of the day maybe you were in negative emotions? Let's say anger, guilt, shame, uh, irritation, frustration, fear, all those negative emotions combined, versus happiness, love, joy, those are positive emotions. So can you give me any number, like maybe 80% of the day or whatever? What percent of the day maybe that you felt negative emotions?
Okay, so might be 30 to 40%, but I'm trying to improve it because there are many
Great.
things to do in life. So yeah.
A normal average score is more than 90% of the day. Normal average human beings are feeling negative emotions throughout the day. So this gets accumulated over time, especially when we are simply suppressing it. It's even better if you just express it and you let it go, then it's not stored in the body. But most of the times, we don't want to show that angry face, and we just, kind of suppress it. Oh, I don't want to, create issues in this particular relationship. So we start kind of stocking it up within us. And this becomes, imagine like a pressure cooker. It gets pressured up. At one point, it's gonna, whistle
This is
out.
blast.
So
Yeah.
that's exactly what's happening in our bodies as well. Over a period of time, these negative emotions are getting accumulated, stored. And we also call, chakras, for example, the seven
Yeah.
energy
Seven
centers.
chakras. Yeah.
Exactly. So these are the seven energy centers where most of those negative emotions get stored up, because it's like a central point of all our energies. So it gets stocked up, and then, it creates maybe a little bit of digestive issue or a headache, or, something gets. So even yesterday, for example, I had a little headache, and I was in my center, and the healer who actually is in my center immediately kind of did a little bit of cleansing, and I felt the headache is gone. So I guess this is exactly answering your question, how even small symptoms, we can catch it up and we can immediately release it from our body. And the energy healing, holistic healing has amazing tools these days. So for example, if you go to my website, zeropointhealing.com, you will see it also has a directory of more than 500 plus practitioners who
Yeah.
have been certified in 80 plus healing modalities. So healing modalities are like this, n number of it, infinite number of healing modalities, and each of these have great potential to create, so much transformation in our life.
What should be a healthy routine? For example, in a healthy routine, I must say that there should be three things majorly which we should focus upon. That is, there should be some part of wealth creation, some part of our health. We have to maintain our health, and some part of happiness, like just normal happiness, like little things, or might be the family or friends. So, what should be a healthy routine, and how is your routine? You can share your routine as well. So, can you please?
Thank you. Yes, yes. And that's again, I guess everything starts from our lifestyle and our routine. So, once again, it's an amazing question because when we do treatment for our clients, we first study their lifestyle. So, there is a specific, I personally do something called 11-day treatment, which happens over a period of 11 days. So during these 11 days, first day we look at it, we do a life analysis where we are looking at the past from birth until now, what were the major emotions that a person has gone through. Day two, day three, we move into the current lifestyle. So what is your current lifestyle? What food are you having? How many hours are you sleeping? And how much time do you give for yourself, self time, for just relaxation? How much time are you, investing into service to others? Service to others is where, the job or the profession comes in. And how much family time do you have? Because if you do not have a balanced lifestyle, even if you come for a session and we do session, we cleanse you, clean you up, and you go back home, feeling energized. But if your routine, if your lifestyle is not balanced, then again there will be imbalances in your energy system once again. So this is one point that we make sure that we help the clients shift and change their lifestyle. In my case, I do a lot of meditations and book reading just because this is my profession. So I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and then I do like a 2 hours of meditation. I consider that as my self time and also a self healing time, because if I'm not fully healed and energized and positive, I cannot serve the world. So I make sure, I take that initial 2 hours for myself to energize and be positive. And then usually there is some walking. I go for like 30 minutes of walking, and I personally stay in a farm. My husband has our own farm. He is in farm business, so there's all animals, birds, plants, everything around us. So it's a nice location as well that we are living in. So I take like a 30 minutes walk, and then I do like 30 minutes of little bit of exercises plus yoga, and then breakfast. And then usually there is like right now there's a lot of changes that has happened in my schedule as well, but for today it has been this way for this past few weeks. So I have a book reading class where I'm actually teaching different books based on holistic healing, based on consciousness based books. So I teach that, as well as I chose to teach it just because I wanted to learn it anyways. So when I teach it, I learn it even better. So I do that. And then usually then I start off with my healing sessions, and I come to my center, and we start doing the healing sessions from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have sessions happening. So, and even in between that, we have like a meditation that we do together in the center. And there is little bit of the family time also comes in between, where I take like a 1 hour for badminton. So kind of it's combined, but I make sure it also changes from time to time. It's not that we have to have a standard routine. It can change from time to time until it feels balanced for you. It's perfect. It's again the question of what makes you feel balanced in your life.
So I would like to know your journey. Like you might have started small, obviously, but then you scale it up. You have grown internationally. You have international clients, and now I think that is great to be like educate people also. So like you are at that level. So how you like bootstrap your business, and how you are you are making it scalable. Like for example, what happened in the past, like for example, someone has a little store or something. He is limited to that business only. Okay, this is my store and daily income, and okay. But now the time has changed. your information age is there, so you can scale your business as much as possible. So can you share
Mm.
your journey on this? So I also want to learn from you this thing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, in my case, I was in US for about 6 to 7 years. After my engineering, I went to US for my master's, and then I came back to India. So right now I am in India. So I guess just because I got that exposure in US, I had a lot of connections at that time. So when I started my business, especially the holistic healing business, initially it was actually international clients because I had those access to people. But at the same time, when it comes to social media these days, it's easy to reach globally, and we are not kind of limited to just the local area. So when I just started a Facebook group, I started just everything was on Facebook. When I initially started, I was just using my Facebook profile. I was in different kind of Facebook groups, and I got to know about this holistic healing different groups, and I started just sending friend requests. So initially I had only 200 friends in my Facebook, but over a period of 1 year, it just increased to about 2,000 friends. And these 2,000 friends were from all over the world, different kinds of people, but they all had the same background of holistic healing, because at that time I was actually teaching classes for holistic healers. So that was my target market. So therefore I had a lot of holistic healing friends, practitioners like me, and I just started friending them, and then I created my own Facebook group where somebody can join if they are interested in my services. So that's how initially the business began. Then over a period of time, last year and this year, I had been focusing more on giving this healing session to the clients, especially this year, the 11-day treatment. After I created the 11-day treatment, now I'm expanding locally. So we have started our own physical holistic healing center where local clients are coming in to market this. I actually have a business group. I'm a part of a business entrepreneurs club where we go there once in 2 weeks, and I present myself. I give them my cards and pamphlets, and I kind of interact with them. I make them aware of what holistic healing can do for them. That personal connection is helping me bring clients to my local center. At the same time, the Facebook organic kind of group that we have is kind of marketing. I also have email marketing list. So that's how the business is structured, and that's how we are also expanding. So this year specifically, now to expand it even more, I'm focusing more on attending these interviews and podcasts, because that also helps me take this information to the end client, to the end user, the normal people who are looking for solutions for their problem. So over a period of time, the marketing strategies have, grown and changed, but this is how it has been so far.
Beautiful. So basically, you have covered all four aspects of marketing, I must say, because I have also read a book that is Marketing Management by Philip Kotler. He says there are
Uh-huh.
four major pillars. That is the product, which is your service or actual physical product; price, which is the costing and all the pricing of the customer; place, the distribution channel; and finally promotion, which comes the marketing and all the stuff. So you explained it
Beautiful.
beautifully. So, what do you think? Like looking at the lifestyle of the people, like before, what happened that people were much in agriculture businesses and they work very hard. But nowadays, the lifestyle has such changed that people are just sitting on the laptops for about 12 hours. And also shifts, they're working in shifts, and they are just their mind is getting empty, I must say, because whenever a person sits on idle, so its brain gets dull out, and physically it also harms the body. Like in long run
Mm.
it will get damage also. So like looking at the lifestyle, the health industry will obviously going to boom out. So particularly speaking about holistic healing, what do you think, what is the future of holistic healing in India and internationally as well?
Sure. To answer the first question, which is the lifestyle change, this is especially, all of us are going into sedentary lifestyle. In my case as well, when I started the business, I was doing online sessions. I was simply sitting in a chair looking at the computer, even though I'm connecting to people worldwide. So I guess at least like 1 year, I did not initially in the starting 1 year, I did not really get too much concerned about my health, But later I saw the defects that it creates in my body. For example, overweight, or not having that energy overall. So for me, later I realized this is not going to work, especially as a holistic healing practitioner. I just have to do something different. That's when I started creating a new lifestyle where I, started going for badminton. I started doing some walking and doing some yoga. So all of that came up only after I realized how much of damage it can cause in my body if I'm simply going to sit, 12 hours, 14 hours a day. So I guess each one of us might have to take up that responsibility and say that, okay, my body is important for me, my health is important for me. I'm going to do this for myself and start doing that physical movements at least 2 hours, a minimum of 2 hours to 3 hours a day. The body has to move. That's how the body is actually designed, but we are kind of using it in a different way. And to answer the second question with regards to holistic healing, so like in the next 100 years, I see that right now holistic healing is just getting, people are just getting aware of it. That's where the stage, it's just in a, booming, just getting started stage. But 100 years from now, I see that when somebody has headache, instead of going to a, medical shop and taking a medicine, most likely they'll go to a, holistic healing practitioner to see, to know that this headache is coming through some kind of energy defect and I have to release that. That's going to give me a permanent relief. The tablet that I might consume just suppresses it, but tomorrow the headache comes back again. And we are also getting awareness now that all these medicines or chemical that we are having is actually causing more damage to the body. So far we did not have that many alternative options. If you look at past 200 years, prior to the medical industry, we might have been using a lot of Ayurvedic kind of plant medicines and all of that existed. But after the medical industry came in, right now, common 90% of the world, if something happens in their body, they go to the doctor, which is not wrong. But here we did not have an alternative option. So now with holistic healing and so many different alternative therapies, we have so many options that is beneficial, that is natural, and that can truly heal us from the root of it instead of simply suppressing the symptoms.
Yes. And people are also getting aware. Like, for example, if we go few years back, then people were not aware of this type of treatments and all this type of illnesses. For example, they just take allopathic medicine and then okay. But now I'm getting insights from the metro cities as well, and now like the some cities as well. Like they are getting aware from the YouTube and internet and all these things, because many YouTubers are also there, which are they are giving such valuable knowledge. So that is also
Absolutely,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. So they are spreading awareness actually. Okay, great. So nice talking to you, Dr. Vishnupriya Aristo. I think we should end now. And I must say to the audience, please follow Dr. Aristo. You will definitely get help in your healthy routines. And you must visit to her website, that is zeropointhealing.com. You can consult her online. And if you are in Tamil Nadu, you can also visit her local center, correct?
Yes, that's right. Yes, we are in Tamil Nadu. And for those of you from all parts of the world, we are doing the sessions online. So regardless of where you are in the world, we are offering the 11-day treatment. The website is Zero Point Healing. It is ZEROPOINT healing.com. So there is a full-fledged explanation of how the 11-day treatment works and how it can help you. And we also have a free phone consultation if you would like. So that's something that I would like to
Correct,
offer
yeah.
as well. You can simply send us an email and we will do a free phone consultation for you. Thank you, Akhil. It was such a
Thank you,
beautiful
ma'am.
conversation and I really loved your questions. Looking forward. Thank you so much.
Same here, ma'am.